you tend to burn muscle, which support sana yung fat loss mo. So in the long run, mas magigain ka talaga. Lalo na kung nag-stop ka abruptly.
Usually the clients, when they see it, they think it's doable. It's very easy. It is doable, but it's not that easy.
Losing weight usually tops the list on our New Year's resolution, especially after adding those holiday pounds. But this should not be a one-time deal. We need to take gradual steps in order to be healthy and stay that way. On today's program, a step-by-step guide on weight loss and better health. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez and welcome to Med Talk Health Talk. Holidays here in the Philippines are very festive and often synonymous with indulging in our favorite food. But that also means that we might be gaining a few pounds here and there because of that. Now, here to join us in this discussion is Coach Jay Garcia. Hello and welcome again, Coach Jay.
Thank you, Doc Freddy, for having me in your show here in Get Fit 24/7 in BGC.
Holiday season, nandito na naman. It's often used as an excuse for us to, maybe indulge a little bit after working so hard the whole year. How does this impact our overall health in the long run?
Okay, one thing is the misconception during holiday eating. We tend to gain weight during that period. So it's from November 2nd week to December last week. That's considered the holiday festivities. Pero there's a study that conducted recently in the US na they observed that most people only gain 1 pound during the holiday. So saan yung nakikita natin problema? So nakikita natin problema is the post-holiday season. So tendency that 1 pound na nag-gain natin, hindi mo talaga siya nalulose over the years. Kasi kung titignan natin, there's 12 months in a year. So the holiday season is just about lang 1 month or more or 2 weeks, di ba? So mas malaki pa rin portion na hindi holiday. So tendency kasi, the people that gained so much weight is they're overweight to begin with before the holiday and nagko-compound na lang siya.
Can December or the holiday season be normally used as a cheat day? Let's talk about cheat days, Coach Jay. Okay ba itong mga cheat days? Is this okay to do? Sometimes hindi lang cheat day baka cheat weeks, cheat months.
So cheat day is okay, but the problem is nag-overindulge tayo in the long run kasi calorie count pa rin na mag-matter in a total, pag tingnan natin total view natin. So for example, to maintain weight, you need, let's say 180 calories per day ang kailangan mo just to maintain your weight. So if you want to lose weight, siguro magde-deficit tayo ng 200. So that will be 1.6. So 200 deficit per day. So that 200 deficit per day will total sa 1 week into 1.4. Tama? So 1.4. So let's say, kunyari, Monday to Friday, sunod yung calorie count mo. Like, nasunod yung 1.6. Pero pagdating ng weekend, kasi may invite ka parties and birthdays. So let's say, kumain ka ng 2.5 Saturday calories and Sunday 2.5. So may from your goal na 1.6 na calorie lang dapat, meron ka ng surplus na 900. So that 900 times 2, Saturday and Sunday, that will total of 1.8. So yung goal mo na magkaroon ka ng deficit na 1.4 and na-overcome mo siya by eating surplus ng 1.8. So technically, hindi ka mag-lose that weight. So pag nag-check ka ng weight mo the next day, it's either you didn't lose the weight or nag-gain ka pa.
But a lot of times, people sort of try and indulge, maybe they give it that to themselves because alam nilang mababawi ko naman yan, I'm going to lose the weight come January or February. And what they do is they try to lose that weight quickly, kaagad. Kumbaga, babawiin na lahat. Is there anything bad in trying to lose that weight, the weight that you gained? Is there anything bad in losing it really quickly?
Exactly, kasi usually we have big goals come this January. That's wherein we set tawag natin New Year's resolution, di ba? So we tend to do the big goal in a short span of time and doon nagkakaproblema. Kasi kapag if you do that time and you met a lot of setbacks, usually kung mapapansin natin, pag January to March, that's the time na ganado yung mga tao to work out, meron silang new clothes, new memberships, they do into diets. Pero pagdating ng bandang March or April, nagda-die down na siya. Kasi nga hindi natin pinlan siya ahead of time. So, diba sabi nila, if you want to win the war, you have to win the battles. So, for example, yung winning battles, like kunyari yung war mo is losing 20 pounds. So, your mini battles along the way is you lose, you go and have enough sleep, maintain your calorie required for youth, and constant exercise.
Okay. Now, what are some of the other common trials that you see in coaching people? Anong mga kadalasan mga problema or challenges that they face in trying to lose those extra pounds?
Siguro the challenges is yun nga, not having, hindi kumakain ng enough protein. Kasi protein should be composed by at least 20 to 30% of your total caloric intake. And the study said na if you eat enough protein, you tend to lose more 80 to 100 calories more than the usual if you're under eating protein. Another one would be not lifting enough weights. Kasi commonly, especially women, takot sila magbuhat ng mabigat eh. So wala naman siyang kinalaman sa pagbuhat ng bigat. The program for men and the program for women are almost exactly the same. Nagkakaiba lang siya in terms of sa menstrual cycle period ng mga babae, which is dapat mas less intense. Kasi if your hormone is up and raging, marami ring changes within the body.
Yeah, tama yun, Coach Jay. Ano? Now, ultimately, losing those extra or maybe unhealthy pounds can really benefit our health in the overall scheme of things. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so during the holiday, I was talking to my friend, owner siya ng isang business. So sabi niya sa akin, the mortality rate after the holiday is much higher, usually January and February. So ano yung nagkakos nun? Kasi nga, these overweight people tend to eat more during the holiday. So nagkakaroon talaga sila ng health problem. So ang benefit kasi na if we maintain the healthy lifestyle and healthy weight, na-improve yung lower blood pressure, na-lower na yung triglycerides natin. So in terms of sex drives, mas na-enhance siya, nag-correct din siya ng for men, for erectile dysfunction. So maraming benefit ang pag-maintain natin ng healthy weight.
Tamang-tama yan, Coach Jay, and we'll discuss more tips later on in the show with you. Now, losing weight is not easy, but we're here to share lifestyle changes that can be realistic and fun as well. So stay tuned on Med Talk Health Talk. It's a new year, and I'm sure many of you may have had some few extra pounds during the holidays. What better way to jumpstart your fitness journey with trying something different? Here I am with Coach Jai Lawan of Ultra Lagri to tell you what this type of exercise is all about. Now let's talk about what is Lagri and what sets it apart.
Lagri basically is a 45-minute workout that's high intensity but low impact. So you get that calories in, but it's not bad for your joints.
With Lagri sort of being the newcomer here in Manila when it comes to exercises, what type of benefits can someone doing Lagri have?
So first benefit that you could get from it is, first of all, it's just 45 minutes. In that 45 minutes, you get to work out 600 muscles all together, and you get to burn up to 800 calories. So you're very functional in that 45 minutes. You get everything that you want to do in that 45 minutes. Your body is just really burning for that entire time.
Now, who can best benefit from doing Lagri?
It's open for anyone who wants to try it. We can give modifications if you have medical concerns, and we can even make it harder if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more during the classes.
I'm excited to try this out. It's going to be my first time, but we'll be joined also by Coach Kat Serrano. So what do we do first, Coach
All
Jai?
right, we can start off with just your bear position. So you just want to come in this your normal high plank position.
So Coach Kat is doing it the proper way over there. So we start here, high plank,
And
and
then
then I just
slowly-
move forward.
Yep, and then from here, you just want to bend your knees and keeping your belly tight so your core is just tight the whole time.
Okay,
Good.
yes,
And then
I
you want to
feel it.
slowly press it out. You want to go as slow as you can.
Okay,
Slowly come in. Stop here. Try to do it slower again for 4,
okay.
3, 2, and 1. There you go.
Coach Jai, it looks very simple, but it actually really provides a real solid hit on the core. Okay, is that part of what a beginner should feel?
Yep. So basically, you have the resistance that helps you intensify it or modify it. Next, we can do a standing exercise. So you want to stand
Okay.
up on your number 1 line, facing here.
The
And then you
strap.
want to make sure that the back heel is up, your heel is pointing up. Back leg is just going to be straight the whole time. You want to slide out like what Coach Kat is doing. You're going to be
Okay.
bending that front leg. Keep the right knee on top of the ankle. Again, the back heel is just up.
So,
Slowly
Coach
come back
Kat
down.
is actually making it look even simpler but I can assure everyone watching, like there are a lot of muscles being involved in just this one movement.
Yep.
Are there any things that people should be wary about in terms of maybe some joint problems, some muscle problems?
So the good thing about this is since you're doing it really slow, it's not shocking the joints. And then you're actually working out and stretching at the same time.
Okay. What's the next exercise, Coach Jai?
All right, we'll be working on your shoulders, arms, and back muscles. So you can kneel down on that number 6 line.
Okay.
So you want to start it off with your elbows to your ribs here. Coach Kat will show us.
No.
Knuckles are pointing forward. You just want to open it out to the side.
Okay.
Keep your elbows in, open it out. That's it.
Okay.
You want to just keep that in. Elbows are just touching your ribs here.
Elbows are just touching.
That's it. It's like you're opening a newspaper when you're about to read it.
Wow, this is definitely a revelation for me. I didn't realize that there are a lot of muscles that I haven't been using. And the slower it is, definitely gives a much more challenging workout, to say the least. That's definitely a solid workout, to say the least, which makes it's counterintuitive with a lot of what people think is that you need to spend a lot of time in a gym or a lot of time doing an exercise in order to reap the benefits. I'm catching my breath. To reach the benefits of this. But here, 45 minutes, how many calories?
You can burn up to 800 calories. So it's
Wow.
a very time-efficient workout, actually.
This is my first time doing this, and even just with a couple of minutes, I can already feel the good workout. What are some of the more common feedback from beginners in your class?
So usually the clients, when they see it, they think it's doable. It's very easy. It is doable, but it's not that easy. So it's a really different method developed by Sebastian Legree. So the whole workout is just targeting different muscle groups that you never knew were there before.
So a lot of stabilizer muscles are involved here. Definitely the core muscles, as you mentioned as well. Now, Coach, before I let you and Coach Kat go, do you have any final words of advice or tips for our viewers?
So the best way to start is just to do it. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to work out. So just do it, just start it. We'll be here for you guys.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Jai and Coach Kat, for showing us, guiding us through the basics of Legree and telling us its benefits.
Thank you also for visiting us.
There are many myths when it comes to exercise. After the break, we will debunk a lot of them. So stay tuned to Med Talk, Health Talk. Exercising and being physically active is one of the best ways for you to stay fit and healthy. But there are a lot of myths, misconceptions surrounding it, and sometimes it's difficult to figure out which is which. Now, here to help us debunk a lot of those myths, please welcome back Coach Jay Garcia. Now, pag-usapan naman natin, Coach Jay, ang mga myths surrounding exercise. One very common myth is that to be healthy and exercising, it takes a lot of time. Kailangan minsan a real good chunk of your day has to be dedicated to exercising para maging fit.
Okay, so it's about the programming. So kung paano mo gagawin yung program mo. So when there's a program, you have like a specific goal to achieve. For example, you want to achieve this, to burn this as much calories within the day. So mag-stick lang tayo doon. So all throughout, hindi mo siya pwedeng madaliin. So you have to plan for in a week kung kailan ka mag-workout, kailan yung recovery phase mo, kailan yung strength phase mo. It also needs to go in sync with your schedule.
Now, a lot of people, actually those who see exercise and see, you know, like big muscles and bulking up, they don't like that. So they feel that doing weight resistance, doing weights, will eventually always lead them to bulking up.
Okay.
Is this true?
So we have to discuss first that muscle is good for losing weight. So wag tayong matakot doon. So when it comes to hypertrophy, yung tinatawag natin bulking up ng muscle, so magkaiba siya sa strength training. So hypertrophy kasi, ang component niyan is the sets and repetitions for your muscle to get big. When you're training for strength training, it's more of your ability of your muscle to produce force at that's maximum contraction. So doon pa lang magkakaiba na siya ng program. So technically, it will depend on the client's goal. Kung ano ba yung ina-achieve niya. Usually younger people, they tend to do strength training first kasi hindi pa mature yung muscle sila and some cartilages are not formed into mature bones pa. So kapag nag-hypertrophy tayo sa younger generation or younger people, tendency mas mataas yung risk for injury.
Okay. Now, there's also a myth, Coach Jay, that once you start an exercise program, start that fitness journey, and then you stop, you will gain weight quicker than you were before you actually started to exercise. Is there any truth to this?
Okay, so dyan papasok, Doc, yung rapid weight loss na ginagawa natin. Kasi ang body natin, ang tendency ng body natin is always to protect ourselves. So kapag masyadong rapid yung weight loss na nangyari, may tinatawag tayong set point. So your body will think na, for example, Doc Freddy is in a starvation mode, so we have to get back yung recent weight mo. So everything from your hormones, your hunger hormones mo, your appetite hormones, so will kick. Tapos yung mga, usually pag rapid weight loss yung nangyari, you tend to burn muscle, which support sana yung fat loss mo. So in the long run, mas magigain ka talaga. Lalo na kung nag-stop ka abruptly.
Okay, so dapat talaga it's all about your nutritional intake really
Yes.
that will determine that. Now, a lot of people also believe that I am in an exercise program, therefore it's okay that I eat a little bit. I have more cheat days than other because I'll just burn it through exercise. Can this be done? Can someone eat anything they want because they can exercise it out?
Okay, so it depends on the psychology of a person. Pero at the end of the day, no, ang bottom line pa rin yan is the input and output principle. So input is yan yung the calories that you eat, then output is the calories you burn. So technically, mag-weight gain ka pag mas mataas yung input mo than the output, which is your activity, exercise, or non-exercise activity like walking in the mall, walking in the park. So if weight loss ka naman, kailangan mas mataas yung gusto mo kasing gumawa ng negative energy balance or calorie deficit. So dapat mas mataas yung output mo than your input kasi marami kang reserves to burn.
Okay. Now, when it comes also to equipment, a lot of people believe na the more equipment you have, the better the outcome or the better the results. Is there any truth to this? Pag wala akong equipment, nasa kwarto lang ako mag-isa, I won't be able to get fit.
Not necessarily, no. Pero the equipments will help you a lot, especially the necessary equipments. Pero it's not a reason for you to not to exercise kasi may titawag tayong mga bodyweight exercises which can support weight loss at a certain point. Pero yun nga, kung may goal ka like hypertrophy training, strength training, you need extra weights or extra to overload your muscles.
Okay. How about the myth, Coach Jay, when it comes to people saying, wala, mabigat lang talaga ako, pinanganak na ako, ganito lang talaga ako, wala nang ibabago ito.
Okay, so sinasabi nila na genetics plays a part, okay? Pero kumbaga, we're handed different genes naman talaga. Some may tendency na mas mag-gain ng weight, some are tendency na mas hindi sila mag-gain ng weight. But eventually, you have to work on it kasi nai-influence naman natin ng genetics, especially with our lifestyle. Napakalaking factor too.
Okay, so there comes the lifestyle change, So it doesn't mean because you have certain sets of genes or genetics, as you say, that you are locked in for the rest of your life. There's always that room for improvement.
Yes, you
no
can
matter
just
what.
modify yung approach mo for that reason. So for example, if alam mong medyo may tendency ka to gain weight, so try to increase yung workout activity mo kasi yun nga, or take in your nutrition in consideration also. So registered professionals can help you with that naman.
Ngayon, Coach, meron namang notion also, ang pawis is a good gauge of the amount of calories that I burn. Kailangan ko magpapawis or wala pa akong ganun ka-benefit sa exercise ito kasi hindi ako pinawisan. What can you say about this?
Okay, so that's a myth, no? Kasi some people talaga are more, they have more tendency to sweat a lot. So some people don't. So usually sweating is influenced by outside forces like in temperature. So wala siyang kinalaman sa effort. So for good example, that's for swimmers. Since yung pool is malamig, so they burn a lot of calories, di ba? Usually yung calorie intake nga ng mga professional swimmers is above 2,000 pa nga. But if you look at their body, it's lean. So it's more on the effort. It's how you utilize yung nutrients mo in your body.
Okay. Now, do you have any final messages for our viewers, Coach Jay?
Okay, so this start of the year, no? So this start of the year, I want to advise our viewers na when you set a goal, kasi usually, di ba, meron tayong New Year's resolution. So try not to score yourself, like do not categorize what you're doing in a good or bad. Kasi usually, if you score those yourself in those category tendency. If you do a lot of bad stuff, for example, hindi mo nasunod yung diet mo, the program, usually ang tendency is magki-quit ka na eh. Or pag nakita mo, mag-snowball effect siya, ay sige, Monday na lang ako mag-workout. So try to categorize it as your, I did my best today, yesterday I did better, or kung napakain ka this day, that's your less favorable choice. And you can bounce back directly. So if you do that like a balance sheet, mas mabilis ka makakabalik eh, dun sa main goal mo. Kasi yun nga, tulad ng sabi natin, if you want to win the war, you have to win those small battles ahead of you.
Very good tips there, Coach Jay, especially in keeping that motivation up and for fitness. So thank you so much, Coach Jay,
Thank you so
for
much.
being here and sharing
Thank you
your
so much.
expertise with
Yes,
our viewers.
Thank you.
Setbacks could happen in any weight loss journey, so don't be too hard on yourself if they occur. What's more important here is that you get back on track and commit to a healthier new you. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and thank you for joining us here on Med Talk Health Talk.